Hello, welcome to this first series in our preaching for. So the title is called The Strategy of the Adversary. That's where we are starting from using the first Peter 5 to 8. So in part of the verse 5 to 8 it says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walks about seeking whom he may devour. So this verse has been long since we started reading Bibles, even though we were a little bit youth, we could um, remember some of the parts of this verse. So in this context where we want to learn the strategy of the adversary is we can't start um, be the apologetics for the Bible or the people around the corner of the street trying to win souls for the kingdom, or sometimes even defending the church or the word. We need ourselves to know the devil's strategy, because him as a rolling lion is an expression where it's borrowed from the jungle or the game reserve or that national park where the lion, when it roars, everyone knows that it's the majesty of the king of the jungle rolling. No one can contest that. But at the same time, when the lion roars, it doesn't mean that it's going to be plundering each and everything. It will see each and every animal it comes across. It means it will defend. That's why in the Bible we have got the Lion of Judah. So the Lion of Judah uh, depicts or paints a picture of Jesus Christ on earth as a king, where people will stop fighting, they will lay down their weapons. A lion will sleep together with a calf. Or I can't remember particularly the actual verse, but that's how it says the verse. It will be like in the Garden of Eden, where the king is safeguarding and is making sure that there is rule of law and there is peace. So the symbolism for that verse is that there will be peace. But in this case, the devil is using the same picture through the Bible here as the king who is outside the parameters we could think the king should be doing, i.e., looking after his people and making sure everyone is at peace and feed the needy. But this lion, the devil, it will go hunting for the play, you know. So it's a different opposite to what we could think of a roaring lion would do. So let's look in the next verse here, just to expound on the point of the roaring lion. So we go into Genesis 3, uh, verse. Uh, so it's chapter 3, verse 14 to 15. 14 says, so Jehovah said to the serpent, because you have done this, cursed, cursed are you above all livestock, and every beast of the field. On your belly will you go, and dust will you eat all the days of your life. Now, just to explain what 14 is talking about here, we are talking in the Garden of Eden when the serpent um, made Eve to sin, and then eventually that sin which Eve um, Eve had ended up also to Adam, because Adam couldn't just leave his wife to die of the consequences. So he partake of that fruit. Now, the serpent or the snake in the garden was the devil used it. So the serpent was an agent of the devil at that time and ended up causing the great sin which had to require a human sacrifice. That's why Jesus Christ or Yeshua came to earth to die on our behalf for our sins because of this. So the serpent also was cursed by God, that is no longer going, it had legs, but it's no longer going to grow legs and walk. It will use the belly and it will eat from the dust. That's on 14 there. Now on 15, and I will put enmity. Now here, if you look at the 14, where the devil was behind engineering the trick so that he could make Eve to sin, he got also um, a promise that he will be punished, which is in the 15 here, which says, "And I will put enmity between you, the devil, and the woman." It's not you, the snake, no, it's the devil, Satan, or Lucifer, as he was known in heaven, between you and the woman. So we need to find out who this woman the Bible is referring to. And between your seed, so this is the devil's seed, and her seed, and the woman's seed. He will crush. Now, this is strange because we are talking of the Satan or the devil and the woman, but over suddenly we are now talking of he. He will crush your head. Now, to understand he will crush your head is also a teaching on its own, but in short, here is talking about Yeshua on his last um, coming. He will crush the head of Satan, Lucifer, and Lucifer will also bruise his heels or strike his heel. This is in reference to Jesus going on the cross. The devil, he tried his best through Judas, through um, the Romans and the Jews in the synagogue to make sure that Jesus was indeed killed. But we know the story how it goes. He was resurrected on the third day and he's still alive. So they just strike his heel. But when Yeshua comes, he's going to end the the devil, Satan, by crushing his head. Now, this Genesis is chapter 6, 1 to 4, where we are going to end up before we proceed, is just a continuation of what the devil's strategy is, but we have looked at the origin in the Garden of Eden, and also the rolling lion in First Peter 5:8. Now we will proceed with Genesis 6, chapter 6, verse 1 4 in the next upcoming video, where we are now going to look at the actual seed of Satan and the seed of the woman so that we can explain and also explain some of the other myths. So, with that, I thank you for viewing.